Welcome back, everybody. Today we are not just battling the elements, but racing against time. Join me as I transform a challenging night shoot into a stunning piece of commercial photography, using some clever Photoshop magic. We find ourselves in the vast Joshua Tree Desert, where my mission seems simple: deliver a stunning client-specific shot of a Mongolian yurt under a star-filled sky. Now you might think, if I planned out everything in advance and timed the shot around new moon to catch the darkest skies, everything else should be a no-brainer, right? Normally yes, but nature decided not to cooperate.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me quickly explain. As my wife and I arrived, a wild sandstorm hit the place, forcing us to take shelter immediately. Then a long waiting game began. Was it time to pack up? Almost. But then all of a sudden the storm calmed down just enough to take advantage of the unexpected opportunity. There wasn't one moment to lose. I had to set up quickly and capture the magic before the conditions changed again. And holy moly, they did change. No time for B-roll. I swiftly adjusted to capture the perfect moment for our client, blending quick field decisions with post-production magic. I used my trusty Sony a7R Mark IV with a 15mm manual lens at f2 set up on a Gitsu travel tripod. I started with the 500 rule, which basically determines the maximum exposure time to keep the stars as pinpoints instead of trails. In the bonus section awaits a valuable cheat sheet where I also describe the 500 rule in detail, so stay tuned. On location, I also saw a mystical opportunity in exposing for the light leaks in the door frame. I took shots with shutter speeds between 13 and 25 seconds, aperture wide open at f2, ISO 125. Let's dive into Photoshop and see step by step how I brought everything together in post. First, we evaluate our initial shots in Lightroom to identify potential and plan our enhancements. I look for areas needing initial correction for exposure and color balance. Then I correct distractions like lights in the background and the crooked door frame that might draw unwanted attention. From Lightroom to Photoshop, I quickly create a mask for the door with a pen tool, my favorite tool, because it enables you to create precise masks and correct them easily afterward if needed. I also created masks for the yurt and the background. To transform the path into a selection, use Command-Click. And here's a cool hack. If you want to select the sky, just combine the yurt and the ground mask by holding Shift plus Command and clicking on the masks. Add any overlaps to the selection. Hit Shift Command plus I to invert the mask and the sky is selected. Now we can transform the selection into a path and rename the work path to sky. And voila! We have a mask for the sky, which we can then use or even modify anytime we need to in our project. With all masks in place, we now have full control over every aspect of the shot. I started by fixing the door and the light leaks to reduce distractions. Next, I added a leveled adjustment layer for the exposure of the yurt only. Mirroring one side of the yurt creates a pleasing symmetry in shape and lighting. To maintain a natural look, I apply small offsets later in the process, avoiding a too perfect, unnatural appearance. I finished step 2 with a color balance adjustment layer for more warmth overall, evened out the exposure on the lower part and the stairs, added some red glow to the tent, evened out the exposure offset between the door and the tent, and switched the light leaks of the door to red, matching the mood of the scene. Next, we tackle the sky. Since we can capture the Milky Way during the season, we opt for a partial sky replacement. I choose a sky that matches what could be seen here in summer, ensuring it fits seamlessly with the foreground. Starting with the bottom layer, I begin by adjusting the brightness of the sky. This adjustment layer increases the overall brightness of the sky to ensure it balances well with the rest of the image, providing a good base for further enhancements. Next, I add a dark blue tint to the sky. This layer enriches the sky's color, adding depth to the night scene. To create a smoother transition between the horizon and the night sky, I apply a gradient to mute the horizon, reducing any harsh contrast and making the scene more cohesive. For the Milky Way, I use a licensed image from Adobe Stock, taken in Joshua Tree National Park, which fits perfectly to blend with the original sky. This sky enhancement layer is switched to the color dodge blend mode, adding detail and vibrance to the sky. To integrate the Milky Way into the scene, I apply a levels adjustment layer, bringing down the midtones. By using a soft brush on the layer mask, I blend the edges smoothly, ensuring it looks natural. Finally, I muted the lower part of the Milky Way using another levels adjustment layer to ensure it blends seamlessly with the rest of the sky. By working in this layer approach, we ensure each adjustment builds upon the previous one, creating a rich and balanced night sky with a naturally integrated Milky Way. With our new sky in place, we finalized the blending process. This involves adjusting the overall brightness and evening out the lighting on the left-hand side to ensure that both the sky and landscape feel balanced. This step is crucial to keep the focus on the main subject, the yurt, while being complemented by a beautiful night sky with the Milky Way as the cherry on top. In step 5, we finalize the overall look of the image, ensuring everything is balanced and cohesive. Starting from the bottom, the yurt muted layer reduces the brightness of the yurt to ensure it doesn't overpower the other elements in the scene. Moving up, the door light balance adjustment layer focuses on balancing the light around the door area, making sure it blends well with the rest of the image. To create a professional look, the light leaks refinement layer makes the light leak distribution more even. Next, the door top color layer adjusts the color of the top part of the door, ensuring it matches the overall color scheme. The door correction layer corrects any issues or inconsistencies with the door, making it look seamless. The side clone layer then closes the left-hand side to make it symmetrical in the door area. Following that, the tent color layer warms up the color of the tent, making sure it fits the desired aesthetic. Small correction and refinements across the image are handled in the touch-ups layer. The generative fill layer fixes a small part on the right-hand side of the image. You would even notice it, while the shadow balance adjustment layer fine-tunes the overall tonality and contrast. The tent illumination layer enhances the lighting of the tent, making it stand out. Then I created the summary layer, which provides a preview of the adjustments made so far. For overall sharpness, the sharpen layer brings out details and enhances clarity, and the final light balance adjustment ensures the light across the entire image is cohesive and well lit, completing the polished look of the image. And there we have it, a stunning client-ready image that meets commercial standards while respecting the natural beauty of our scene. This is the power of combining photography with digital artistry. While I'm a huge fan of AI for enhancing productivity and saving hours of time, we must also know how to manually address these individual shots to achieve the best results. Understanding and mastering manual techniques ensures we maintain control over every aspect of the shot, allowing us to deliver exceptional quality every single time. Now I give it up to Sam to shine some light on a few core questions.
Mongolian yurts have distinct shapes and materials that catch and reflect light uniquely, offering a mystical backdrop against the night sky that's perfect for demonstrating various lighting and exposure techniques. Start with the 500 rule to avoid star trails, setting your shutter speed based on your lens focal length. For a 15mm lens on a full-frame camera, a shutter speed of around 33 seconds is the limit. Keep ISO as low as possible to reduce noise and open your aperture to let in more light. One major challenge is focusing in low light. Using manual focus with a pre-marked infinity spot on your lens or using live view to zoom in and manually adjust focus ensures sharp images. Also, combating wind and unstable weather by using a sturdy tripod and weights can help keep your setup stable. After choosing a suitable sky image that matches the scene, use blend modes like color dodge to integrate the Milky Way seamlessly. Adjusting levels and using a soft brush on the mask edges allows for a natural transition between the original and the new sky. Scout your location during the day, understand the natural light sources, and plan your composition. Always shoot in RAW for more post-processing flexibility, and don't shy away from experimenting with different settings to see what works best for your vision. Now back to Tom for the bonus section, where he'll be sharing all about his night photography cheat sheet. Thanks, Sam. Before we wrap up, I've got a special bonus for all you night photography enthusiasts.
If you've ever struggled with capturing those perfect night shots or just want to up your game, you're going to love this. Introducing the Ultimate Night Photography Cheat Sheet, your shortcut to mastering the art of night photography. Here's why you should grab this free guide. This cheat sheet packs years of professional experience into an easy-to-follow guide, giving you immediate access to the tips and techniques that work, whether you are out in the wild or capturing urban nightscapes. This mobile-friendly cheat sheet is practical and perfect for quick reference, ensuring you get great results. From setting up your camera to advanced setting techniques, this cheat sheet covers everything you need to know about night photography in one place. Struggle with focusing in the dark or managing noise? This guide offers practical solutions to enhance your skills and confidence under the stars. So if you're ready to take your night photography to the next level, click the link in the description below to download my free cheat sheet now. Thanks for sticking around. Say hi in the comments below and join our community of innovative creators. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in the next one.